Oh boy. It's been a long while. Well, not too long. Um, Today I'm going to be doing a stream, and it's going to be going over all the hate comments I've gotten a few years back. And I gotta tell you, none of them were pretty. I turned off live chat. Hang on. I'm trying to reset this up real quick. It's not for whatever reason it's not doing it. So let me do this instead. Does it not want to automatic grab? What the hell? See, every time I go to do this, it doesn't want to actually cooperate with me. I figured if I shuffled through scenes, maybe it'll let me do it, because it's not grabbing the actual source I want it to grab. Let me do window capture instead. Maybe it'll... No. Typical Streamlabs bullshit, not wanting to work when I ask it to. Even in pre-setup, just doesn't want to. Which is crazy because I'm literally looking at it. There. Decides to finally pop up for me. I don't know why. I guess so long as I have it on screen, I guess this is the only way I could see it, right? I'm going to be responding to a lot of the stuff. I'm just curious because recently I just installed a lot of stuff. I'm going to go into my own link and start sharing this stream, because I didn't even like advertise this stream. This stream is just like on the fly, and you know what I mean? Like, I didn't plan it. Oh, there's my my message. Oh, I'm going live. Whoa. You know, I may just nuke this one and restart and just pretend that this one never happened, but it is what it is. All right. I'm gonna go add everyone in my own fucking server. What the fuck was that? Or doesn't want to work. It works. Because of course, every single fucking time. Why would it? Copy link. Yeah, shut the fuck up and leave me alone. Okay, now I can somewhat start reading on a more focused note and hopefully not feel like a complete fucking idiot while I'm doing this, because it's been a hot minute. Also, my phone is lagging its ass off. Just want to pull up live chat on my phone so that way it's easier. Shut the fuck up. Holy shit. So annoying. Alright. Let's begin. It's been a long while, so... First thing I wanted to check, and I wanted to go over, is what led up all of this. Why am I now, like, almost a year and a half later, why am I only now just responding to this? You know, I didn't want to respond to it while it was ongoing, because you know how fanboys are and how sheeple are, and that's why I made the thumbnail about. I'm labeling the 1 million people that viewed Karl's content as mostly fucking sheeple. Sheeple are people that go with the general flow. They don't look into what they do, and I honestly have a problem with people like that. I can't, on a personal level, I can't fucking stand people like that. I guess it's because I'm like an alpha, in a sense, you know? Like, I don't tolerate fucking stupidity. Yes, you can be uninformed. Karl is sometimes uninformed. I'm sometimes uninformed. Van Buren is uninformed. You know, like, before all this shit happened, the three of us never got together and sat down and just had a regular fucking conversation, but what led up to this is, like, the amount of death threats and bullshit is just fucking disgusting from Karl's community and, like, just generally YouTube. I can't fucking stand it. So, the one thing I want to show first, I'm not playing this video. Fuck the pie ad, and fuck the bitch that does that ad, by the way. Let's look over this. Like, look at these negative comments, and that. I didn't dislike this, but it's 16. I have the dislike extension. I just installed it for the first time ever. And, on the bright side, maybe Karl will start churning out lots of speedrunning videos to pay off Billy as soon as possible. Well, this guy's wild. This guy's a blast on opinion. Billy needs his money. Wing sauce. I put family finances at risk for a guy cheating at Donkey Kong. You absolute legend. Like, some of these are just no cap, fucking disturbed. King is waiting for them dollars. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now, Mitchell's not a king. Mitchell's a fucking fraud. He literally stated to David Race he's gonna fucking send in a video clip of him doing a record that was only referee verified that no one ever saw him do. Yeah, alright? Like, I'm sorry to say that, but nah. Nah. Where's the retraction video at the end? Yes, adopting the completionist. Pretend we're back in business as usual with a Mario video strategy. Wow, okay, that one's kind of, you know, to the point, I guess. It's when I'm going to find one that just becomes really negative. And I know these are comments to his current channel. I'm going over that because I feel like I don't... I best put this. I don't want his fans, some of his close friends, Karl himself, or Van Buren, or anyone to feel like I'm fucking directly antagonizing them. But when I go into the comment sections, I can find some really fucked up comments that shouldn't even be on here. That, you know, there's taking heat, but then there's, like, you know, something too far that it doesn't sit with me. Insane misleading your fans throughout the lawsuit record. Turn off ad blocker to support Billy. Look out, it's the scammer jobs. Like, dude. Maybe not that one. No sponsors. Looks like this is the end. Bots won't pay the bills. Hello, you absolute bellends. He's not from the UK, he's Australian. Do Australians say bellend? I thought that was like United Kingdom. Back to purposely lying and misleading the fans. Look. Low cat is not a good image already. We're already starting off bad. But let me switch over to a different thing, right? This video right here is what set this all off in motion. This is a video that Karl Jobs put up. This was over a year and a half ago when I disagreed with the red stick image that got leaked. Like, let me find the exact image. And me and Van Buren are both in this video, and this is how it came to this point. I made a video responding. Of course, YouTube fucking ads. There you go, Karl. Have $1. Or 2 cents, whatever that would be. So this stick right here in particular. This stick in particular, I just wanted to raise my mouse up here to see if I could see my cursor, but this stick in particular from that image is not supposed to be normal. Now, throughout this whole thing, during it, the Twin Galaxies lawsuit was ongoing. Now, to explain the Twin Galaxies lawsuit, the lawsuit's information was not entirely public yet. It was ongoing. Only certain people, so Karl in this case, because he was being sued by Billy Mitchell, had direct access. Jay Saul had direct access. I did not. I couldn't see it. So I gave my opinion, where I said, because it's just an image, there's no proof that he actually played on that. Karl later on in this video goes on to say, right about here. Let me see if we can find the exact line. This is where I was misinformed. And he's not wrong. Oh, shit. So, again, as I said, I had no access to this. Where he goes on to later state the case. So here's what issue I have about that. And I'm not going to argue it entirely, but this is my issue with it. We have photos. You have Billy saying it is the one he played on. And this is just highballing. I mean, there's no chance this happened. But because there's not a video of this and it's just a photo, this could happen. Somebody could have swapped out the fucking cabinets without him even looking. Or there could have been two or more than one cabinet there. Although, highly unlikely, you know, unless I see a fucking straight up video of him playing it right then and there, or even a clip. I would have believed it back then without the court record testimony, which was not public at the time. So I wasn't wrong when I was saying that, because I didn't have access to this like Karl did. So it was a huge difference back then. If I had access to that, I would have said something different. I didn't know. That's the one time I was misinformed right there. The retrofit stick, Twin Galaxies allowed it retrofitting. But the Karl, he wanted to find literally anything to get out of the case as best as possible. Just, you know, understandable, because that red stick right there, that shouldn't have been allowed at period. But sadly it was. Had it a benefit? Was it a 8-way? No one fucking knows, because you can't see underneath the actual marquee itself. Underneath the actual top, the wood top, for where the controls and the buttons are. Like, if you can't see what kind of mechanical structure, or the machine parts underneath, to see if it's an 8-way, a 4-way, or what kind of controller type it is. Is it a HAP? Is it a skits? Is it a fucking, a leaf? Like, you can't see what's underneath without actually pulling it up and looking at it. So I'm referenced all throughout this video, which got 1.4 million, and I said this a few days ago. I said, I'm kind of not happy to see how the lawsuit turned out, but I just saw too many holes to back this. Which back then, I was making videos about fucking Apollo Legend and Billy Mitchell in 2018. I was making shit against Billy in 2018 before Karl ever made a video. Karl started about 4 years ago. I started in 2018. I've been doing videos against Billy Mitchell, and I've been against him for several fucking years at this point. Several. And I have proof of that. The video I deleted a while back, I deleted it for different reasons. I've still been against Billy Mitchell. I've been against Walter Day. I've been against Isaiah Johnson. I've been against Billy. I've been against Todd Rogers. I've been against many people of the old Twin Galaxy ways that are fucking disgusting. I will say that on camera pridefully. Now, we go over this. Let me read the rest of it. I wish Karl's family well. I don't care that me and Van Beern were referenced all over the video. VB woke up to Walter and Billy being frauds, and me, you know, I just choose to not back Karl as someone who is pals with Apollo in his Discord and making videos about Billy, Isaiah, and Walter back in 2018 before Karl. I just, you know, I chose to not back him. That was it was my decision, because I saw what his echo chamber looked like, his Discord. And I've said it in a previous video, and I'll say it in future videos. The company you keep around reflects who you are. As soon as I saw Ursat Cat and fucking Cat the Spirit in that Discord, I hopped the fuck out immediately. Because those two people are fucking delusional. In my video that Karl quoted here, I had many comments. Some horrible, nasty comments. I just wish you all hear what I have to say now and wish you all well. So, before I even go to that video, I want to touch on Van Beern entirely. Every single thing that Van Beern ever posted, from recent to past. So, this was Van Beern's recent video, right? We're going to go back to, like, his earliest one. There we go, right here. Man, he looks a lot different. Van Beern, you know, on a personal comment, your Niagara Falls video from, like, 2023 or 2022, when you went out there to travel to Niagara Falls, you looked really overweight. Now you look good, man. You look really fit. But, like, right here, you can tell, like, you're still... You got some thickness to you. Thick. But anyway, let's go over this. Look at the dislike count. 5K dislikes out of 200 barely likes, right? That's like... Ooh. But 1,246 comments, all negative. Source, trust me, bro? Question mark. Source, the fuck is a source? Anyone grab a camera and get on the view on the YouTube? Looks at you. Anyone can grab a camera and start talking about a story and have none of the facts. Well, yes, they sure can. The irony is thick here. Karl, here's a list of my sources. Take them as you will. I'm just analyzing the facts available to me. The Goombas. This Karl guy is a liar. My friend Billy says so. This is back when he still thought that Billy Mitchell was an honest person. Like, let me be frank on this before I continue. This is my open opinion of Billy Mitchell as a person. I think he's a fraud and somewhat of a con man. He's very manipulative. He likes to fabricate a lot. I can tell just by looking at him. Not a good person in general. Brown-nosing favoritism type guy that I can't fucking stand. I can't stand people that suck up and brown-nose. I can see him doing that. He brown-noses a lot. Especially with Walter Day. Do I think he's a good player? Not really. No. He's not that great. Do I think he fakes a lot of his controversy for attention? Yes. I think he does. Like, the entire time with Apollo Legend, what stopped him from making more video responses? What stopped him from going on YouTube and making a fucking video? Like, you know how open, video software is? You can fucking record a YouTube video on your fucking phone these days. Like, if he had a YouTube channel, what stopped him? And you can say, oh, he only had a flip phone. Bullshit. Fucking bullshit. I'm calling hacks bullshit, whatever you want to call on that. Nothing but fucking... That's just phony. He just comes off as, a phony person. It's like that fake TV star that, you think he invented the actual thing. It's like... I know. If you go and look up Rockville Audio, they have like this blue LED speaker, this home theater set, and I bought it a while back. And you see like this, I think it's like some Hispanic guy or whatever. He gets on camera and says, yeah, I made these. And it turns out he wasn't even the one making them. He was just selling them. He wasn't even the manufacturer or the developer of it. He's just a fucking reseller. And some Chinese company that made a bunch of LEDs and made some fucking crappy wood, Foxwood fucking theater set. And he's sitting there, yeah, check out my speakers, guys. Check them out. It's like, and I bought one thinking it was going to be good. Fucking surround sound boombox already died. Speakers are still working though. The LED light up. That's all I pretty much wanted was, the 4 corner speakers around my studio, to look good. I do believe he's good at the game and is capable of getting high tier scores. That being said, even people that are good at the game can still cheat and get an advantage. Oh, that's for fucking certain, man. But yeah, thanks for being here. I'm going over Van Beern's comment section right now. This is like from 3 years ago. What disgusting is your gross misrepresentation of what actually happened here? What Karl did say, Billy Mitchell drove Apollo to suicide. What Karl didn't say. I mean, Karl didn't say it word per word like that, but in, like, his actual wording was, how do I best put this? I'm trying to remember his exact wording. I'm gonna come close to what he said off the top. Don't quote me on this, but it's like, Billy Mitchell sued Apollo Legend for as much money as physically possible, and at the end made him so broke and bankrupt that he couldn't afford anything, and thus led Apollo Legend to unfortunately commit suicide. It didn't say he murdered him, but it, looks like that, sounds like that. It led to a suicide. He went on to say it led to a suicide. It didn't say he caused or drove him to, but I mean, it might have said that, but Karl did say that in a video. And it's there. What Karl did say, financial hardship as a result of Billy Mitchell's lawsuit towards him drove him to suicide. It's the same fucking thing. You're blaming the man's suicide on Billy Mitchell. And it wasn't even the case. That's the one major thing I've disagreed with. He shouldn't... If Karl had never said that exact fucking quote, we'd have been good. I don't know if that's exactly Karl's quote, but if he hadn't said that, he would have been good. I would have continued to back him. I would have backed him earlier if he didn't have Ursak, Katz, and Despira in there. He would have been fucking clean to go. He would have been a sore winner. Very, very different things here. It's okay to have changed the facts so the operation has been funded. Neither you nor Billy will be able to harass people into silence for much longer. He's acting like Van Buren's harassing people. There was financial hardship on Apollo, no court fees, settlement fee, nothing, so that statement is false, which is why Karl now has to edit that part out of his video. You really expect me to believe that there wasn't any pressure on Apollo after he deleted all his videos on Billy and went very far out of his way never to mention his game ever again? Yeah, sorry. Close up shop. I'm not buying that for a second. And you actually believe Karl edited that part out because it was incorrect and it was not because Billy threatened him into it. Jesus, man, how delusional one person can be. Are you on the Mitchell hot sauce payroll or what? Bro, you're clueless. Karl never said anything about Apollo. He wouldn't have been sued at all for cheating. Billy threatened. Billy threatened he'd never pursued. It's just baffling that he went on to say with 100% certainty, and this is what Karl did that I just didn't agree with after that. He went on to say with absolute certainty that he fact-checked it with the family, friends, everything. He fact-checked everything about this statement. Oh, Apollo had to pay a huge sum of money. And that there was money after the lawsuit, and he gave up the copyrights to his videos. He gave up the copyrights to his videos to Billy. That's true. That is 100% true. But he should have checked with fucking Apollo's family before that. And the reason I know why he didn't actually do it in time and started looking into it is because if I go into Apollo Legends Discord server right now, Karl Jobs is in there. But Karl Jobs joined February 2024, literally less than a year ago. We're talking 14 months. Karl's been doing videos for 4 years now? How has he not been in Karl's server once? How has he never gotten a hold of Karl's family, or sorry, Apollo's family once to ever check that? And I have proof that of his actual, his Discord join date. I'm in that Discord right now. Give me a second. You can literally look at it. Let's see here. Profile? No, he's offline. I can't even see it. If I scroll down, I can find him. Let's see. It's a pretty big Discord. Surprisingly, not that many people left. I'm gonna get the exact date. Stream mode enabled, disable. I'm not gonna actually see. Profile. His join date was February 14th, 2024. He joined Discord January 19th, 2016. So if anyone has the ability to actually see his profile and is in the Discord, they can see and verify that date. If I have to show that, I'll show that. I mean, I don't fucking care. Yeah, Karl, not an Apollo server. You had showed me that. Yeah, he wasn't in there until very, very late. Well after that statement. Well after that statement. It's like, that was a lie. His brother said no. Yeah. It's like, if he had gone to his family and asked his family first, yo, what's going on with this? Let me raise the chat a little bit here, because it's pretty small, but, unfortunately I don't have the background up. Can I put the fucking background up? Chat overlay? No, it looks like shit. Where the fuck is it? Chat box. That's not gonna fit. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get a new overlay. My apologies on that. But at least it'll show the bottom message in black a little bit with the cutoff on the window. Actually, let me see if I can... No. No. Can I grab it? Can I grab the fucking actual window? No, I'm not gonna bother. I tried. Fucking Streamlabs is so fun. Let me keep going through these videos, or these comments. This is all, like I said, this is Van Beern. I'm gonna go over Van Beern's first, and I'm gonna start responding to my own, because it's been a long time coming. But I wanted to go over Van Beern's because he got the worst of it. He got 5K fucking dislikes versus 2 likes in one video. I only had a video with 1,000 some dislikes. Like, he got hit in the fucking... He got punched in the dick just as hard. Spent 3 months researching, bro. Did my own like you asked. Everything shows Billy cheated and was happy about the unfortunate death. Is filing frivolous lawsuits and just the worst. I mean, Billy did say that he was happy Apollo was gone at one point, and then he changed his tone after he was caught. So, I mean, he probably still thought that way afterward. Attacking a man's character has to be the most hated thing that a person can do. When Karl Jobs does this, he uses a critical lens and the most importantly, evidence. You should really be ashamed of yourself for this content. For this content. Wow, what the fuck? I just want to make sure, like, okay, the cutoff is like literally the top. Okay. This dude was calling out Karl on the scene for almost 4 years before anyone else. Karl wanted everyone to believe it was a defamatory case about Billy as a cheater, but he saw through it before all of us. I mean, I don't know much about where that was going, but it seems close to accurate, maybe. I don't know. Dude, there was a screenshot of Billy celebrating his death. That one is kind of fucked up. I know what screenshot he's talking about. Every couple of months, I come back up to watch this video. It helps me get through the normal struggles of life throws at everyone. I get to look at this video and say, no matter how bad things get or seem, I can rest my head knowing I'll never be this mouth breather. And that usually helps me get back into a good mindset. So thanks, I guess. You lack shame mixed with your brain, and that is what I expect from a drunken toddler. Why would you talk about a drunken baby? What the fuck is wrong with you? That's weird. If that toddler also spent his nights huffing paint from a brown paper bag while sitting on the park bench in Albuquerque, it's truly inspiring. What the fuck? What? Did I just read a fucking copy pasta shitpost or something? What the fuck? What? What the fuck? Homie, what the fuck? I fucking can't. Dog, I'm dying. You gotta stop. Hold on, I gotta move this window up a little bit so you can actually see your own chat a little bit. That should be fun, right? I wish I could do something. You know what? There. Now we can just focus on only the chat. Text is gonna cut off. Good enough, right? That's better? That's a little better. I don't know. You'd have to, like, max out the screen a little bit, but, you know, it's definitely legible. Eh. Good enough for me. Let's continue to go over this. Damn, like Charlie Moist would say, but less absurd. I'm not a native English speaker trying to learn the language. Is a phrase well constructed? Sounds weird to me. Your lack of shame mixed with your brain, that is what I would expect a toddler to... What the fuck? Shouldn't it be which? No, you're right, I just messed up. Bro. Screenshot thing was terrible for Billy to have. Unfortunately, he said it was in 2018, so they didn't consider it part of the event since it was Apollo that did what he did in 2020. You're right, I just messed up. Ooh. For some reason, this was recommended to me. The only reason I clicked on it was the like and dislike ratio. It didn't disappoint. Oh, fuck off. Yeah, go fuck yourself. Your source is full of it. You need to cut these strings from your puppet master. There's no strings. What strings? What he gave an opinion. In the video, he gave his opinion. Like, what? I don't know. Preach. Karl has a GoFundMe attached to the video in the victims of Billy Mitchell frivolous lawsuit. That video with LUS, I'm going to go over later. Don't worry about it. After I go through all these comments, I'm going to go over the LUS video a little bit. I'm going to touch on it. Kind of give my own semi-video live response, I guess. Billy Mitchell's frivolous lawsuit. Fight the frivolous lawsuits. Karl isn't the only one who's covering this topic, Lamau. Okay, that's true. Legend has it, he actually made this video so Billy wouldn't sue him. What? I just, like, what the fuck? You know, like, it's appalling that you accuse someone of not knowing the facts you're directly involved with the whole matter. When you aren't even indirectly involved. If the video is truly about the pursuit of the truth, you should do some self-reflection and look at the entire situation objectively for a minute. Accusing somebody of murder is pretty damaging. That's basically what he did. Honestly? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I like how he was blunt about it. Just blind Karl fans, yeah. Look at the thumbnail I used for the video. For this stream. It's sheeple. They're fucking sheeple. Like, it's not even that difficult to find out this stuff. You could research this in a day and make your own decision on it, but it's like, it's still, even if you have a different opinion, like, you don't see me going on Billy Mitchell's channel or Walter Day's channel and, like, fucking blowing up their comment sections and shit like that for their opinion. They're the ones that gotta prove themselves. They're the ones that cheated, right? So why, in all these years, does Billy need to fucking call David Race and fucking fabric? And that, I know that was 10 years ago, but still, why does he need to talk about fabricating a record of a score he did years prior and just not fucking, you know, do it like a man? Or show the previous proof. Not create it. It's because he can't. And it's already too late anyway. Proof now. I like that. Proof now. Just short and simple. Proof now. But did you see, Karl, how to pick up women for the dating video? I have not seen that. I don't want to see it. I saw an image of him in, like, an all-black outfit. You know what it reminded me of? Or, like, the black outfit where he's like this. It reminded me of Postal 2. The Postal dude. Just all you had to do was Photoshop glasses over. I was thinking of doing it for this thumbnail. I shit you not. I was gonna put him like on the thumbnail. It was gonna be right over here next to me, and it's gonna be him in that suit. I photoshopped black glasses over him and like some rifles or something. I mean, just to make him look like the postal guy, because that's what I thought for a moment looking at that image. He looked like the fucking postal guy. I'm like, dog, look, I know it might be cold out or something, but like, you're walking around with what looks like a fucking black trench coat. Like, like, come on, man. I feel like you'd be more like a pervert that's like gonna go out and like moon people and like unzip their pants suddenly. You know, like, ugh. No, I'm not doing that. Basically, doing something and actually doing it are two different things. What? Not only did this video get received as a dumpster fire initially, now it's aged even worse. I don't understand your love for Billy. He's just not a good human being. I'm not even going to respond to any of that because this is the one time that VB was still supporting. I don't look good. They would sue God. And at the time, everyone thought Karl was still being sued. Karl wasn't even being sued yet. Twin Galaxies was getting sued way before Karl was. The Twin Galaxies lawsuit was ongoing when Apollo was still alive. Like, it's been that long. And, like, maybe not filed, because that whole time, Jace Hall kept activating and deactivating Twin Galaxies as a business or an organization. And the proceeding to go after Twin Galaxies as a business is much different than going after an organization. So, when he deactivated the business for a short bit, I don't know if it was to avoid the lawsuit or not, or what the deal was, because I know Billy was trying to go through, like, some fucking hoops through Florida to be able to sue. I remember some of the videos where he was doing, like, a webcam, like a Skype type deal, or a Zoom, whatever in the fuck. You get in a Zoom call with a judge, and he'd be talking like, yeah, I couldn't get a hold of Jace Hall or the Twin Galaxies as an entity. He can't currently be found, but it's still ongoing. Like, I remember that. I didn't understand that one either because he was suing in California, so I'm not exactly sure why he would have two different suits in both states. Yeah, he was trying to find fucking Jace Hall in that whole thing. Oh, this is great. My that's not reassuring right there. That just goes all the way up to me. Resize that. Well, now I gotta make the chat smaller. Rip. But that only means I get to make this bigger. It's pretty big, right? That works. That's a little better. I didn't realize how far up that went. And Cartoon Network, but you wouldn't have covered that since he lost. I think the I think that lawsuit was just fucking stupid, by the way. I think that was very frivolous and petty of Billy Mitchell to do, to sue Cartoon Network, because they didn't even use his likeness, in all honesty. He was a gigantic floating head. Karl never said Apollo killed himself because of Billy. Yes, he did. 1. Yes, he did. 2. Guinness never disclosed their actual findings, so how are we supposed to trust them on the matter? You're right. Guinness sucks. They allowed it. Isaiah. No, actually. They used old TG. They use that. Yeah, that's a better response. Some of these people are in the comment section. Probably aren't even active on YouTube anymore. No, I don't doubt it though, but I still want to respond to some of them, as many of them as I can. When the correct Donkey Kong refresh rate is set in the period correct MAME version. What the fuck are they on about? What? The produce transitions match Billy's tape. I'll match Billy's tapes, including the girder finger. Billy. Use MAME. 4. Billy redoing his record several years later exactly proves nothing. They use strats, continue to evolve the entire time as new discoveries and optimizations are made. A new recorded video of a record wouldn't be acceptable. That's my opinion. Please say this is ironic. Literally doing the thing that you're flaming Karl for. What is it? Yeah, no, he wasn't wrong about that. Let me see what the most recent comments are besides my own. Oh, hi. I just wanted to be funny. Well, this aged like fine wine. Karl was just heel all wrong. I, for one, am sorry to have ever believed the word he said. I mean, don't feel bad, you know. This is absolutely legendary. Let me just play this clip. That is a crazy timestamp. This idiophage, like, fine wine, man. This dude was calling out Karl for games almost 4 years before anyone else. I was doing private. Why do you keep this video online? Fucking savage comment. fucking savage comment response, man. Holy fuck, dude. What the fuck? 2 feet firmly on... Oh, wow. The difference is almost a year right here. No one commented on this video for fucking 7 months after this aged poorly. How? As scathing as a YouTube comment. There we go. Moron supporting another moron. I feel this. I'm not gonna respond to it though. This is so pathetic. Are you still blind? Are you still believing Billy with no proof? You are the biggest fool on YouTube. This video blows. You're wrong, period. Zero evidence anyone believing you. Nice signed photo of Silly Bitchel in the background, by the way. Birdunky. What? And Draxter. Just pardon the glitch in my VSP. What the fuck? My name is Billy Todgers Mitchell. Now I'm going to enjoy some sweet, unofficial red lollipop. I like this. I like this. What the fuck, dude? This video is sad. Why are you supporting someone who enjoys death? Okay, that's not funny. You're a loser fraud like Billy Mitchell. Go screw. Go screw. Go screw the nut. Do you want plywood with that? I am right, Carlo's wrong. What a suck up. Lol G1. Good one. What Karl is doing is disgusting, no sir. What a 50-year-old man is doing is disgusting. It's funny how you support cheaters because you must be one yourself. Glad that only 1% of the world doesn't use a single brain cell for thinking, because if more people thought like you, the world would not be a good place to live. The self like hurts. I'm gonna be real here. That's as scathing as ever. Who's Billy Mitchell Knob Slobber? What? What an idiot. Is this one of those Billy bot channels I've heard of? Keeping in contact with Billy. You just lost credibility. You need an explanation. You said you kept it in contact with him and make it out. He's your friend. Very clear bias. Todd Todgers is possessing you. Okay, that one's kind of funny. Because there is a Todd Todgers in the Apologist in Discord, and the joke is Todd Todgers signed his name wrong, just like that, on his actual, to his lawyers or whatever. I think that was the context. So it's kind of funny to still see that years later. Can't believe the Billy Mitchell enthusiast exists. This age like milk. Get a life, loser. Have you ever thought the right to the bully Billy, despite the abuse of the legal system? We don't have, like, dude, some of these are just fucking evil. Let's go to the next one. I'm not gonna respond to like every single one of them, but like, look at this. 428 dislikes out of 44 to his GoFundMe scandal. Is there like, he's got a goatee in this one. He's aged a little bit. What is this? I'm happily... Oh, this is a good quote right here. I'm happily to provide you With the receipts confirming the money I have spent, I asked my lawyers I could show it, i.e. a statement from them. They said they won't allow me to publicly show their documents, as I understand the skepticism and do sincerely want to squash any ridiculous claims like this. You never get all costs back, so it's impossible to repay everyone. So according to your proposal, I would need to randomly choose donors and individually send them back small amounts of money to thousands of people by contacting them and requesting bank details. I'm all ears. In regards to the description, that was only for the single video, as I was worried about not monetizing it would negatively affect algorithm. What? Of course, I make videos for money. Never said otherwise. I appreciate the work you do for the community. Please explain to your viewers why you're saying you're being sued for possibly a third time when we both know you've only been served with one. I patiently await the response. I never said that. Billy has sent me a second lawsuit, and his lawyer has explicitly said that he instructed me to file it. That he has instructions to file it. This is a weird response from Karl. What the fuck? I've never seen this response. What? What the fuck is this? I don't get it. I can't. Alright. Letters of concern are not lawsuits. Only one has actually been filed currently. So, like, a letter of concern means it wasn't officially filed. It's not difficult to understand that. It's like receiving a document that basically says, hey, I want to fucking sue you. But in a friendly term. That's what a letter of notice is. So, how he's saying he's been filed and received 2 lawsuits, or 3 lawsuits, or 2 lawsuits with a third coming. You know, a little out there. You labeled my GoFundMe a scam, lied, and said I spent as much as I said. It is clear you don't understand the Australia legal process. I comment in good faith and correct your smears, which you ignored. Thanks for making it clear to everyone that you have no interest in doing anything but libeling me and defending your con artist friend. You lied about having 2 or 3 lawsuits when you legally only have 1. Then you show 0 receipts and ask for crazy amounts of cash. Van Beern wasn't actually wrong in this. Wow. According to Billy and his lawyers, they will be suing me for a second time. Did Billy not tell you that? Unfortunately, it is Billy's actions that caused this, not me. I can only go off what Billy and his legal representatives tell me. You might want to blame them if they are lying or threatening me with the intention of following through. Yeah. Alright. We're gonna jump ahead. Karl's GoFundMe scandal. This is where all these comments were. So we can actually look at them. And wow. Wow. This is pretty bad. Data God's in here. I've never actually seen this conversation before. The video you're watching has no sound. I haven't played anything here. There's nothing playing. It's just my voice, and it should be fine. Not actually playing a video at the moment. I'm just reading this comment section more than anything else. This is the first time that I've ever actually stopped to look at this comment section. I've never seen this exchange before. It's funny to see Data God in here, though. He's just fucking trolling, though. Letters of concern are not lawsuits. Only one of them has been filed currently. You have caused every social media platform to report Billy is suing you again for a second and third time. That is not true, and you're utilizing the emotion to make hundreds of thousands of dollars in donations. This is fraud. That is fraud. You know what? I'm giving that a like. Because he wasn't wrong. You are utilizing the emotion to make hundreds of thousands of dollars in donations. The emotion of he's cheating in a video game is the emotion. The donations being just that. And now we are currently at the one and only lawsuit that was ever filed was defamation, not for the cheating, but defamation for the accusation of bad character, of accusation of suicide. So Beern accidentally hit the nail on the head back then. That's not to say that Billy Mitchell didn't fucking cheat. He is a fucking cheating, lying piece of shit. According to Billy and his lawyers, they will be suing me for a second time. Did Billy not tell you that? Okay, yeah, that was the exact comment. The concert cruiser. Is this? Isn't this, yeah. Concert cruiser. I'm trying to remember. Is this the guy that runs the, I remember this name. I can't remember it from where. I don't remember. I'll figure it out and remember it back. I think he was the guy that runs the arcade. He hasn't sent you a second lawsuit. You just admitted it. He did it when I don't see a problem with you starting a GPM, a GoFundMe, but he hasn't. Which means if Billy doesn't send a second lawsuit, you just scammed your own viewers. And for the record, Billy doesn't tell me anything. I don't have his contact info, and he doesn't have mine. Wow. Okay, wow. I'm just gonna type in something real quick to make sure my chat's still working. I don't know if y'all are still here or not, because sometimes YouTube just has like this long ass fucking delay, and it's, you know, not the greatest. Are you actually serious? Okay. Whoa. Karl kind of fucks off from this conversation. Like he's not even here anymore. I haven't seen a post in here. Make a video about this person, please. I want your side of it. Because Van is way too biased. Dude, you come off as a creepy fanboy. Okay. That's kind of funny. Data God's just in here to troll, to be an asshole. Which, you know, it's what he does. He's a lighthearted asshole. I like the guy. Those millions of views you get, you probably just have enough to get by, huh? What was the view count on Van Beern again? Because it's not in the millions. I don't... What millions? like what fucking millions, dude? What? And the audio you're playing has no sound. You know what? I'm gonna turn my audio up a little bit more, and hopefully it's not just me. It's a little bit higher. I mean, I could talk directly into the microphone. Maybe that would fix it. I don't know if it's an issue with me, but I'm pretty sure I'm loud as fuck. And the videos I'm watching have no sound. That might be because, well, actually I found out why. I disabled sound. I just turned it back on. Let me see if it's actually on now. It should play something.
Billy Mitchell. This name seems to get brought
Yeah,
up
now it's
at
playing.
least a few times a
My
year,
apologies
whether
on
it's
that.
in
I forgot to
articles,
unmute that.
podcasts, YouTube videos,
Just testing something.
you name it, everyone is talking about Billy.
Well, now that's playing. But I'm not here to watch videos. I mean, I'll play a couple clips if I see something that's time-stamped, but normally I would agree with you, but honestly, I think your vision is clouded because you're a Billy Mitchell fan. Karl seems very sincere, and the lawsuits are quite expensive. Yeah, but no way it costs $500,000 for a lawsuit of this kind. If this kind. Well, like, this is just like to be accused of cheating in a video game. You know the cost of this lawsuit should really be? No more than $1,000. This is like a petty lawsuit. Like, we're talking about a video game score I did like 20 years ago, 30 years ago-ish. It comes up because some guy on YouTube says something otherwise, and now I'm being dragged into it. And it's for an old game nobody cares about. It's pretty obvious I cheated. It should be a in-and-out deal less than $1,000. Not 6 figures like this. Definitely not 6 figures. I cannot believe the lawsuit costed this much. It's kind of fucking ridiculous. In my opinion, a lawsuit of this magnitude should be, like, not even going to Superior, not even going to a state court. It should be in a fucking civil municipal court. Dead-ass honest. Like in a town court for less than $1,000. I'm not even kidding you. That's my opinion. It should be Billy Mitchell going to California, to the town that Jace Hall currently lives at, going to his local municipal and filing a claim against Billy, or against Jace Hall, for the accusation that people are claiming that he cheated the record, and to get it reinstated. And it should have been one and done, easy, less than $1,000, no questions asked, and let a judge figure it out. It shouldn't even go on to. It shouldn't have gone on for this long, for almost a fucking decade of stupidity. To be dead ass honest with you, I'm glad it's over. And I still have the hard drive, and that's the only thing that fucking matters in all this. You are a lawyer? I swear to God, some of these people are fucking stupid. Alright, let's go to the next one. I'm not going to go through all these, like I said. Jobs think he just destroyed Billy Mitchell a few years ago.
Absolute legends. Oh boy, Billy screwed now.
That's funny. Like I said, Karl has no evidence in his video filled with evidence. Proceeds to give an argument with no evidence. What is he quoting this? It's a video right here. I was like wondering, what is this? This is a video he took with him.
In person, he's the real deal. I don't get it, man. He's the real deal. If I didn't see it for myself, I'm just being honest. If I didn't see it, Billy's case, and would you know it? They went to school together. Oh God, they went to school together. Oh, there's this witness from Billy's case, and
somebody who went to school with him.
Would you know it? They went to school together. Oh God, they went to school together. Who cares? If he's a witness and he was there and he saw what happened, who cares if they went to school together? What? I don't understand that at all. They're like, and then he's like, oh, he's got a criminal past, and he starts talking about how he's got these charges against him, like in his past. Back in 1996, he had a charge. Who cares? How is that even relevant to the case? Who cares that this guy went to school with Billy Mitchell and
Secondly,
he has
a
couple things on his criminal record?
And sue people
what does that got to do with being an eyewitness
go down for this.
and giving a testimony of what you saw at a convention? Grasping at straws is what they're doing. Grasping at straws.
Let me see recent comments.
Is what they're, now they got a red joystick. Ooh, we got him now, boy. Ooh, we got a red joystick, and we got him now. Oh, we got him right where we want him. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Wow, man. I just... Leave a comment below. I know you're going to anyways. The haters love to come for me.
Newest. There we go. I'm finally glad you came around about Billy Mitchell. I'm an absolute legend. I see Billy Mitchell, I roll on the ground laughing. Well, these people aren't laughing anymore. And now this was a year ago, so now this is like almost a year forward. See the most recent comment. 2 months ago. We got a red joystick. We got him now. Wow, man. Turns out we did in fact got him on with the red stick. Also, just a weird take to leave online. More recent videos about Mitchell. Not really. Not really. If only the dislikes were still there. Yeah. This is where he got fucking slammed again. Just take the L, man. What L? Like, Shane, bro, you fed up. And this is where he got super thin, which I gotta congratulate him. Only 5K views, very short video. But like, U.S. Justice sucked. Billy won because of money. That's it. He owns some family business, so good luck suing him, I guess. These two people don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I'm just gonna be flat out honest looking at this, because Jace Hall has a lot of money, and just because Billy Mitchell owns like family businesses doesn't mean shit. Billy didn't have much money left. Karl Jobs is an idiot and a liar who makes false assumptions for clout. He always will be jealous of Billy's skill. I don't know much about that one, but alright, man, if you say so. I don't see how this is a win for Billy. He gets his sources for the cheaters on the cheaters page. If he isn't on the actual leaderboard, then he isn't the King of Con, video game player of the century, or any of the fame title. He's just a prominent liar and cheater in gaming history. I want to say, duh. But, like, you're not wrong. I'm just being an asshole. That's just being an asshole at that point. No, I'm not going to give that a like. I'm just going to let that go. Let's go to the next one. We're a year in. And this was a comment from me a year ago. I'm going to give a true story about Catherine Despira. Figured I'd put her here.
All our ducks in a...
I would blur Despira. Despira is the fucking issue. This dumb fucking bimbo, if she didn't get involved at all with Karl, she would have been... Karl would have been fine. Karl would have won his case. That dumb bimbo hyped him up. Tried to do it with me. I didn't fall for it. It didn't work. Additionally, at 346, I would blur Despira. She would give misinformation to Apollo Legend and myself and lied about details on purpose. PC Gamer is another moronic show. I mean, PC Gamer, their whole fucking article platform is nothing but spam anyway. It's always on Google News is the main gaming news, which it's not even that great. It's really biased. The articles they write are really shitty and it's like the simplest of things. For the dumbest of people. Like, I feel like every day PC Gamer writes a fucking an IQ of a brain cell less every single fucking time. Here we go. go away with American politics. Like, what? Billy is a winner just like Joe Biden. Oh, man. Dude, you're fucking killing me. You're gonna kill me on this one. That's... Whew. Oh, man. Let me see the recent. L. L? I don't think he knew. I don't think he knew. This is where he gets thinner. Full details on the settlement. But look at the last couple videos and the year that he did on the whole thing. Like, they're not in the thousands of dislikes. They're actually, like, decent ratings. Since the two of us were somewhat trashed about publicly by Karl prior to the discussion over Discord, at first, I didn't want to watch the full duration of the video. However, I know it takes more balls to get on camera and say a side. Even then, it means you're less likely to lie as well, because, like, they're going to hold you on their greater... Like, haters will hold you on their greater scrutiny. That's just how it is. Hearing this in full detail, I believe you're telling the truth. Maybe went over the line with the popcorn part. Lightly. Satire. In the past, a year after Apollo's passing, a few people we spoke to, I didn't actually trust Karl. I have comments from far back I showed in my previous stream where I'm like, yo, look, I don't trust Karl. I don't trust him with this. I don't think he's gonna do it right, but, you know, best of luck to him. It was kind of like one of those things where I was like, yeah, you know what? Take the reins. Go have fun. It's like letting the children out to pasture, you know? However, some of Apollo's own pals from Twin Galaxy initially didn't trust Karl. You know, the whole comment's there, you know. Well, let me see what most recent looked like. Larry? Got Larry here? To be honest, I'd be pretty unhinged too if I just lost the roof over my family's heads thanks to my own hubris. Hello, you. Larry, please don't ever have any scandals. Sleepin' Larry. He never deserved viewers or anything good. Yo, that's not funny. I wish I could report that. I might off stream because that's just disgusting. He just admitted and apologized, and he'd probably have many more people help him. No one will. I followed you because of Karl. Now it's time to unfollow. You're lost. What? Like, holy fucking shit, some people are fucking... Something's wrong with them. Dumbass Karl being ignorant. I already read that one. I'm pretty confident I'm gonna win. All that was missing from Karl's response video was a ukulele. Okay. I'll give that one a laugh. Ha! There you go. That's it. Karl's still peddling the kit that makes your ball set. He's gonna have advertisements for fucking Manscaped. Is that what you're saying? Yo, look, I would freely sponsor Manscaped just for shits and giggles, because I think it would be funny. Because why not? I totally would. Karl Jobs made Billy well known. Almost nobody knew about this guy. It's sad. I saw Karl's channel fall into exposing cheaters and drama, and it was obvious, very emotional about a lot of them. Felt wrong to me for a while. I was not watching his videos anymore because I knew it would be drama I don't care about. He's speaking about Billy, referring to him as a piece of shit, and many others not flattering names. Karl exposed himself as an intolerant, easily triggered, stubborn dude. I don't say that to be mean. I like Karl's videos at the beginning, but now he just needs help, like how to manage his emotions. That's true, by the way, what I just wrote. It's why I've never become a drama channel. Ever. I like even this live stream, it's me replying to people. It's in one form or another drama. Like, I'm laughing about comments, I'm trying to get along with people, engage, but like, you know, a lot of this shit doesn't sit with me. I know I've been going through all of Van Beeren's comments. I'm just trying to touch upon all of his previous videos and like just say a couple quotes here and there. I wasn't the biggest fans of his videos. It would have been worse. It would have definitely been up the standard. Even the decent apology, the whole thing felt pretty defensive. Not that I thought that the video was ignorant shines, though. As for his response to you, he acted like a dick. Sure, he turned semi-civil halfway through, but even then, he really didn't apologize in a way that seemed a little sincere. People need to stop giving money, these people money. Yeah, but you're... He's really talking about being disgusting. You made a video about it. Bro, look at yourself. But seriously, he's been living out of throwing blood into a shark tank for years now. He shouldn't be surprised that the sharks have been feeding on him ever since he fell into himself. You know... Oh, my phone died. That's great. That's reassuring. Thank you, phone. You'll always be a help to me. Unsubscribe from Karl Jobs. He can earn ad money for Raid Shadow Legends from someone else. I'm not going to support his legal fees by watching his videos. Yeah, this is kind of... The way Karl said especially you, at the end for advice. Is it advice or you know what? Just in response to VB wasn't the best. I feel like Karl would have and I actually do feel like that. He said he makes mistakes like 1,000 times in the video. You're misrepresenting his words. I spelled that completely wrong. Holy fucking shit. I cannot spell to save my life. You know what? I'm just gonna requote it. I'm tired. Like, look. Thank you for the cutoff. Gotta love it. That's like some brain rot sentencing. Like, I had to break it down, and I lost my brain halfway while writing it. I didn't think Discord sent read receipts. How do you know you got left on red? You just kind of know. You know, like, it's not like Facebook, but like Karl's done the same to me. Like, I've sent him messages. I'm added as a friend. So, like, it's not like he's blocked me or muted me. It's like, he's gotten messages from me, but he's never responded back. Probably don't want to get around to it, but right now there is stuff he has to deal with, I guess is the best way I could put it. Double, triple up. Did you ask for Karl's permission to show this private conversation publicly? He has a right to ban you. Who the fuck cares? Who the fuck cares? Dude, you are an absolute clown. You just said you were not going to make another Karl video, and here you are again. You go ahead and tell Karl, stay the fuck off Discord. People are taking screenshots of everything you say. Yo, go ahead and take screenshots and make a whole YouTube video about it. Heck, I learned about you because Karl, like, thing is, Van Beeren was responding to Karl more during all this shit than I was, because it's like, I was busy working, was less concerned about all this crap because I had more knowledge of it, and I was already aware of just how fucking far gone Karl was already at with the people that were backing him, and you know, just the general environment. Like, the way I look at it is like this: open point. You know, I'm gonna dip my screen over, right? Okay. Karl would have never have lost, real simple, if Cat the Spirit or Sat Cats were not in his Discord at all. Because it really changed the way he acted. Fans too. The toxic fans, the whole following, the echo chamber that his server eventually went on to become, I mean, it kicked Van Buren out. I mean, the popcorn comment, sure, but like, I gotta admit, like, this is starting to become like Discord 13-year-old behavior. Me and Karl are near the same age. We're both in our 30s. There's no reason to act this way. Me and him both have our own shitty health problems, just like Van Buren does. I mean, we're old. But it's like, you know, like, you can even see the bald spot on my fucking head, right? Like, I'm losing hair. I'm getting old. And it's like, there's got to be a point where you fucking stop and realize, who am I hanging around with? Am I hanging around with people that are fucking chill, calm, to the point, and fucking stable? Or am I hanging out with essentially fucking Ed and Nettie? And they're on meth. Like, and they're choked the fuck out and they look like South Park characters or something. Like cartoon characters, you know? Something like that. Yeah, that's just my thought. Just as crazy as it is. Let me, my phone's dead, so that's great. Check one more. Oh. See the newest here? I can think of a bigger fall than the red joystick. That is the machine he played on. I like how the clickbait titles show a cell phone on Karl. Oh, look at that. Sadly, the point I tried to make back then, what was acceptable, was much different. I wasn't wrong, and I got likes for it somehow. I don't know who the fuck was liking my comments, but, you know, it is what it is. I'll probably comment more on his videos and respond to people. Okay. I just saw a Billy shill. Let's move on to my videos. Alright. Man, a lot of these are fucked. Alright, here we go. Here we go. This is the one we came for. Okay? We're gonna jump ahead. We're gonna do this in parts. Okay? I'm gonna stop my stream right here. I went over VB. This is part 2. I'm gonna relabel this stream part 2. I'm gonna take like a quick bathroom break, come back, be recharged, and we're gonna keep going at it. And I'm gonna respond to every one of these fucking shitty comments I got. Every single one of them. It's red, I tell you. Red! And it's gonna be great. So I'll be right back.